5v5. This is a mess. Okay, we're gonna see LS, RS versus DN. LS plus R runaway scorpions versus DN 5 versus 5 PvP. Okay guys, lucky snakes and runaway scorpions against Dutch Normandy. We have a 5 versus 5 battle. Every green kill will be a kill for the LS Alliance. Every red kill will be the kill for the Dutch Normandy, for the DN. And let's see what we have here. Panrigas with Fian champions, only with veteran Falksmen, General Garius with Mamelukes, Sarli with Fian's champions, and Russoid with the Mameluk heavy cavalry. From the DN side we have Sachet with the Fians, Oleg with Mamelukes, Flops with veteran Falksmen, Slender with Banner Knights, and most of them are Mamelukes, and El Spotty with Mamelukes. So a lot of Mamelukes and Fian champions on the ground. 2 stacks of Fians for the Lucky Snake, for the Panrigas, and this is actually an amazing battlefield we have here. One of the best PvP clans facing each other, RS, LS versus DN, and also one of the best players that we have on the server are fighting here, so this is absolutely massive and great PvP before us guys. Set your seat belts because this will be an amazing fight. We can see the DN is using the Falksmen on the horses. They will try to force themselves probably into the Fian champions. LS has 2 stacks of the Fian champions for their disposal. And let's see how well the Aserai will do. In the front line you can see the Aserais from the LS. In the back, also in the left flank we can see the movement of the Battanian Fian champions, and in the back we can see some veteran Falksmen to defend them from the charge of the units. And this is a very interesting battle. DN with a little bit of heal advantage from the beginning. They are not trying to fight for it though, they are running away from it, trying to have a bigger heal for their disposal, bigger high ground. High ground is a very important stuff. If you guys know from the Star Wars, it learned us that having a high ground is everything that you need in life to win a battle, and this heal is higher than this, so for sure DN has a high ground in this situation. And this is a very interesting. They are hiding 2 stacks of cavalry behind the walls. We can see some scouting options from the General Garius. He's trying to scout as much as he can from his team, but he is not getting a lot of information. He is also not getting a lot of kills. Everyone are still alive in this battle, and this is a very interesting how it will turn in. The numbers are looking very equal, 20 people advantage from the DN, but it might be nothing after the first round. That will be a decisive one. Slowly and surely the LS troops are getting into the top of the hill. Those 2 stacks of Fian champions supported with the veteran Falksmen will do a great job by shooting down the enemies, and this will be an amazing situation where if they can actually start shooting. And we can see the Aserai Mameluk heavy cavalrymen, they are also already starting to shoot, but only the enemy Aserais with the shield wall and the fierce salvo of those Battanian Fian champions are going, and those shots are actually flying to the Fian champions of the DN side. So this is crazy how this is getting played off, and we can, oh, this might be a risky stuff. General Garlios escaping the engagement. We can see the left flank from the DN. They are trying to do a great Banner Knight flank here with the Aserais, trying to surround the LS army on the hill. Let's see how well they can actually perform this this stuff. They actually dismounted for a quick second. This was probably a misclick, the dismounting order, but they are trying with the veteran Falcon. Ooh, this is a big flank, and we can see those army as immediately going off the hill, so this army cannot support this, and now General Gardios killing Oleg in the meantime. So do we have a first blood of this battle? General Gardios as a general, true general, taking the first kill for himself, and Oleg was commanding the Asarai Mamelukes. They will charge and they will suicide, but the good thing that they were on the foot, so before they will close the distance, sometime will still be happening. And also, if they will actually catch the hill, they have a very interesting position. They can shoot in the back of the units. So actually the charging Asarais here are very nice. Look at this, they have a heal advantage and they can right now shoot at the back of those units, weakening them and scoring some interesting damage. Those Falksmen need to run out from this position very fast because they are also tagged by the arrows. Also Fians are running away, and some of them are actually getting a kill. Some of those Fians are running away. Okay, but the LS regroup in time. We can see the Fians from the DN are going to the hill. This group of the Asre Mameluk heavy cavalry will be destroyed right now. The LS had time to regroup and they did so they will not be surprised by anything. We can see some Fians on the hill shooting other Fians, Fians versus Fians, and the answer is who will win. More Fians obviously. But those Fians doesn't have any shield wall because their shield wall is just killing themselves instantly, and we can see some charging option from the left flank. They are trying to charge at the LS here. The first row charge from the Vladian Banner Knights commence, and there is a lot of green kills, which means that a lot of units from the LS is killing the DN units. But now the red sky approaches those Banner Knights in the mill. Combat against those heavy cavalry, Asarai heavy cavalry units are wreaking havoc, but we can see the Falksmen and the Fian champions in the mill. They will also commence here, and who will win this battle? The cavalry breaks through, so the DN charge was successful. They break through the front line and they are right now running away from all of these units. Panrigas killing Slender in the meantime, so the DN players are losing people on the ground. Here is a very important battle. Who is here? El Spotty trying to survive a 2v1 situation. How they will proceed through that? There is still some people from the DN alive. Oleg is down, Flops is down, and Slender is down. From the other side we have all people from the LSRS alive. This is not a great news from the DN side that are losing their generals, which means that those Fian champions are going to suicide themselves, but they're actually doing this very smartly. How crazy is that they are actually moving slowly but surely to this upside, and they are killing a lot of the LS units. But we can see this was not for long to be made, because right now the LS is getting all the green kills, and this is an absolute slaughter of the DN forces in the first round, and LS will for sure take the win. El Spotty killing only in the meantime, so hola, maybe not that fast with my judgment, as we can see some PvP battles turning out to the DN side. I'm trying to find the players here. Okay, I found Sachet still alive, still fighting. Will he snipe his opponent? How this looks like? Only Sachet and El Spotty alive from the other side only, and General Garios is dead. So we have 2 versus 3 situation from the side of the DN, but we know that the forces are destroyed. 126 kills for the LS and 78 kills for the DN. Numbers are still close, but this is a very important who will win this PvP fight, because if Sachet will manage to clutch this out and kill the enemies, he has a lot of chances. But Sarli killing Sachet, but El Spotty immediately getting a retake kill and kills the Sarli. So right now, very interesting situation. Jursoi trying to kill El Spotty, that is trying to kill Panrigas, but Panrigas was better. Panrigas strikes first and he kills El Spotty. First round going for the LSRS, but this is still a very close battle. Troops advantage right now, it is 20 people from the LS, it was 20 people from the DN in the first round, so This round gives 40 plus people for the LS, and in the next battle they will have a number advantage for themselves. For sure, the first 2-3 kills for the LS sealed out the round, because army just suicide themselves, and the composition that LS is running is very good at defending the position. Yes, they have 2 Fian champions stacks, so they are very good and defensive their positions, especially if they have veteran marksmen behind them. So what LS and RS want to do in this battle is just protect themselves, defend their position and try to hunt the players. What the end want to do is pretty much the same. They want to defend their position, defend their Fian champions, and try to snipe some generals. And the first team to snipe the general will come back and will play defensively, waiting for the army of the opponent to charge and kill themselves. Now we are moving to the round 2 of this fight, and we can see that DN is using the Fian champions very offensively, quickly posting them in the hill when they have high ground advantage, and they can harass those Aserai, Mameluk, heavy cavalrymen. Those of course are defending themselves, but as we can see, a lot of body is not protected. You can hit it in the arm, you can hit it in the head. There is a lot of kill potential still by those Fians, but they are moving back a little bit because the opponent Fians are already in the position to fire. They are actually called to cease fire to not lose ammunition in this situation, and the DN is holding the hill. The hill that was actually gave away with the last round. We remember DN was sitting here in this hill, and the RS was here on this hill. Later on they backed off there, and we had a final battle when the DN was trying to flank the LS, and the LS retreated smartly to this position, and here they were defending their flank. So let's see how the battle will come in the round 2. We can see the LS, RS trying to do the same stuff, but from the other side. So they are not fighting for this hill, they are immediately positioning themselves on this hill, and we can see that the DN will try the same thing. I don't think the flank attack was a bad idea, it was just a poorly executed with the PvP fight. So we can see the Foxmen already on the left flank of the LS. They will try to move behind the hill, which is actually a great stuff for the DN, because if they will take this hill, I don't know if the units can be placed here. Is this not at the edge of the map? No, they can actually go here. This is still a hill to play for the LS, and this is actually much better because this is very high hill from where those Fian champions will have a lot of advantage with shooting, and we can see some PvP engagement in the middle. Oleg trying to find with the LS, he has support of the other DN players, but no one is going down. All of the players are still alive, and it is still a close battle without an advantage for any side. But this letting down this hill means that the DN can actually attack here. LS is still not moving there, so they are in the very awkward position. If the Fians and the Aserais will go here, it might be a massacre, although the Fians are getting moved to the other location. They are getting moved to this position. They will try to shoot from the right flank of the DN, while the left flank will probably attack after the arrival of the archers of their team. This is exactly what I said. Veteran Foxmen are right now moving to the left flank here. They will try to probably charge from this hill here into the Fians. Also, when the Fians will shoot there, although it is actually not happening, you can see them moving a lot of back. Maybe they want to do this without the spot, so a little bit more sneaky. We can see those Fians are actually shooting where they are shooting. Let's track the arrows. They are trying to shoot the shield wall position here. They are trying to hit this one, but this team, oh no, those guys are left behind. The DN left behind those stack of Asra, Mameluk, heavy cavalrymen, and they are actually going to mill into the Fians, which is actually not the best idea. And they need to be retreated very fast. Oleg killing one of the Fian champions in the meantime, and they are doing so. They are getting retreat, or they are attacking, I cannot tell. These units are doing something for sure, and there's nothing planned. Ooh, great charge! here great charge of the veteran faxmen on the veteran faxmen, but a lot of them actually went through and killed some fians, but they need to retreat very fast from this grateful position from themselves. L spotted killing Sarli in the meantime, and LS is holding their ground, but for how long? I cannot really tell for how long they will do so, but Sarli for sure is dead, and we can see a lot of troops dying here for the DN. So the initial charge was lost, but the hero was also lost from the Lucky Snakes, and we can see another charge going directly into the Fians, and this will be a massive kills, massive amount of red kills into the Fian champions from those Faxmen, clearing up this battle, Sachet killing Russoid, so another general kill for the side of the DN, but there is a lot of green kills. There is a lot of green kills also, and there we had another kill. This one, Oleg is down. I don't know who is winning this and who is losing, but I think LS is a little bit better. They survived those two great charges, and now they are consolidating. Now they are pushing those Fians, and those Fians without the general trying to force some kills, but they are getting shot from behind. This is basically Fians versus Fians, and which Fians are better? General Garros killing Slender in the meantime. I think LS have it. I think LS has it. But very close, a lot of green kills, and now the Falksmen from the LS are charging the Fians, and this is absolutely disaster. Look at the red kills, only killing flops, absolute disaster for the DN. It looked okay, it looked fine with the charge over the hill to the Battanian Fian champions, but they hold the ground, they hold their position, and they massacre in the end. 90, almost 100 troops advantage for the LS, RS, and DN is getting sadly destroyed for the DN players, of course, and one stack less of the Battanian Fian champions means a lot, means that you need to be the offensive sides. I think DN played this poorly though. They have one big stack of the Aserais here that drew suicide themselves here. It was not a good use for those Aserais. Instead of those Aserais, I would like to see another stack of veteran Falksmen. 2 stacks of veteran Falksmen on the horses, so like 2 stacks of veteran Falksmen, 2 stacks of the Aserai and Mameluke heavy cavalrymen, and 1 stack of the Battalion Fian champions, so you can actually dismount 2 Aserais and mount 2 stack of Falksmen, and then crush Fians from both sides. Just charging with 1 Falksman is just not enough against 2 stacks of Fians. They can actually defend themselves quite good, especially when the Battalion veteran Falksmen of your enemy are still helping you. Thank you very much, Xamarius, for your follow. Big biceps for you, man. Big heart for you. Boop. Welcome to the Alfred family. Great PvP from your side today. And yeah, it was my pleasure to cast your games today, my friend. Panrigas killing Oleg in the beginning of the battle, and all plan that the and Spot is also killed by the only, oh no, and the Sachet is killed by the Russoid. This is a tragedy. This is absolutely sad. The N is getting destroyed, and LS will take advantage of this position. Now the Fian champions will melt those guys. Look at this, imagine being this guy, running here with a bow, shooting, trying to survive, and look what do you need to face. You need to face the true power of Fian champions. But this is not the saddest, this is the sad part. Those Fian champions will get destroyed again and again and again, and there is a charge from the left flank of the LS, but it is absolutely stopped by the veteran Falksmen on the foot. They killed this charge. This charge was a desperation charge, and it didn't work. The LS is getting absolute control over this fight. Flops killing only, Sarli killing flops, but look at the troops that will get absolutely killed and destroyed again. These Fians are here fighting for their survivals, but they cannot do it. They are trying to score some good kills from the bows, which they are doing, but how long they can survive this unstoppable onslaught, this wave after wave of new arrows, wave after wave of new charging units into their formation. They are scattered, they are picked apart one by one, and they will surely get absolutely melted and destroyed. And we can see the spam of the green kills that is telling that exactly that thing, that those fians are getting destroyed. And this is a sad thing. Sadly, from the LS losing only 8 fians champions and Panrigas losing 5 fians champions. From the other side we can see Sachet losing 12 fians champions, so overall fians champion losses are quite similar, but then 40 people lost by the LSRS and 78 dead from the DN, which is a big difference. And the hardest part is that the DN will spawn with a lesser and lesser amount of troops on the ground, and they still have 205 to fight with, so they will probably lose another 40 or 50 people from those units that they have, and this is an absolute slaughter right now. I think if DN want to do anything right now, they need to win the following round. Next round need to be won by the DN to do anything here. If they will not win this this round, that will happen in a couple of seconds, then there is pretty much nothing that DN will be able to do. Because if they will kill all of the LS troops and they will actually take a victorious round for themselves, that will mean, how the fuck this guy is living for so long? That will mean that there is actually a hope for coming back, but right now it is looking disastrously a big number advantage. 170 more troops on the ground. Look how army looks like, and you can clearly see that this is much bigger than this. And very hard from the end to come back from this. They need to play defensive now, but they need to play defensive having much lesser number of battalion fian champions, which is a big problem because you cannot really play defensive because you will just get shot to death. They are trying to mount the veteran faction again, although I think in the defensive position you should actually not mount them. You should actually go behind the hill, behind the battalion fian champions, and fight as a big blob of units. And the LS is trying to surround them from every side. This is looking absolutely crazy, man. LS trying to put some pressure from the flanks. Yeah, we can clearly see that the numbers disadvantage for the units that spawn are very big. Yeah. Just like look at this one Asrai Mameluk stack and compare this to this one. Yeah, I mean this is much smaller. Oleg though trying to still fight from this position. Even though they are in the disadvantage, they are not laying down their weapons and they will try to fight till the end. As I said, if they will somehow clutch this round, so I don't know, maybe take 2 generals, then kill their army and then finish off the rest of the generals and maybe clean the armies from the map. Maybe there is a chance for them to winning the battle, maybe, but this is crazy. I mean, even if they will lose, but they will kill a lot of troops, they will actually gain some advantage to the next round. Right now there are 170 people behind, and let's see how the next round will look like in the beginning. If they will like close this up to 100 and to 10 to 15 and then to close it up completely, maybe they have a chance, but they still need to do a lot of work, and to do this work they need to play aggressively. They need to try to snipe some LSRS guys, and let's see how they will do. Charlie Hill trying to snipe the first general, and he does. Oleg didn't expect that. From behind Charlie came and he is killing him. There is a chance for the retake. El Spotty trying to take the kill back for his team, but he is getting desperately, and he is very deep into the enemy fortress. We can see the army of the Oleg is charging right now, and it is actually killing itself. And it is a terrible start for the run for the DN. They needed to do this for the LS. If they will kill the first general, then the army of this general will just rush through their position, and now they are cleaning up those Asrai Mameluk heavy cavalry stack of the Oleg forces, and this will be a big trouble for them to carry this fight out for their advantage. And I don't know if they will do so. Another stack of the Asura is moving aggressively. Another stack is just getting killed off. I don't know if someone is actually commanding that because 4 players are still alive from the DN. Maybe this was a misclick. Or maybe a desperation move. But the second army of the second general is getting killed off, and now only some units are still alive. LSRS playing this battle beautifully. El Spotty killing General Garrios in the meantime, so his Mamelukes will go aggressively right now. Maybe there is a chance to pick some troops up here. You can see this is all his stack that will right now rush, but even though they are rushing like that, they can easily defeat the Fians on the ground, because the Fians on the ground are still getting shot by the Fians of the LS from the other hill. So it is not that easy as it seems to be. They are of course trying to snipe as much as possible, sadly killing El Spotty in the meantime. I do not even know where the Falksmen are. They are probably running somewhere. Oh yeah, here they were trying to do a left flank attack, but again the general was killed off. Now they are running without, like chickens without the head, trying to run back. No, actually Flops is alive, so he's actually commanding to back off. But the center is actually getting pushed. The center of the LS is getting aggressive. Now they are just waiting for the veteran Faxmen to close the distance for those Battalion Fian champions, and they will finish them off without hesitation, without a problem. You can see all of those guys, they are not even shooting. I know they are, no, they have actually ammunition, but they have a command to not shoot, which is a mistake, but probably the general is not actually thinking about telling them to shoot. Two Fians is so OP. Dollar says as Spotty. Yeah, Fians are very powerful if you know how to use them, and LSRS knows exactly how to use them, and we can see the Fians from the DN are dying and dying like flies. Generals are still trying to fight somewhere. Here we can see some Battalion veteran Hulksmen to fight, but they are not doing the best work. They do not have people to fight here. They are trying to kill some Asurais, are running around. They are of course scoring some kills, but not that big amount of those. And Flops right now trying to snipe some generals from the LSRS, but a lot of them are still alive. Russoid, Panrigas that didn't die once in this battle, by the way, and only. From the other side we have only Slender and Flops still alive. 2 versus 3. I can say possible to win, but the problem is that army looks terrible for the DN side. Their units looks terrible. They are trying to support. Oh, this was a good chance for Flops. They were trying to bait each other, help each other. Now another great chance, but this attack was blocked. And now the LS guys know what is going on. Now they need to 1v1 them basically on this hills, on this steps. Only here, oh, killing the horse, this is a great situation, and only killing the Flops, and now this is a 3v1 situation. And let's see how they can do, let's see how he can do. Slender, one man army, last man standing. Can he do it? Can he bring down the generals of the LS down? I don't think so. There is too many troops to kill. He still kills one Mameluke heavy cavalry, but he is getting overwhelmed. His horse is getting hurt. He is trying to snipe one more, maybe 2 more units before going down. He's trying to jump to avoid the possible charge from the side. He is trying his best here, but what can he do against that big of a hatred? What one man can do? Nothing is the answer. LS only taking the last kill of this round. In the end right now, 250 people behind. They cannot do it. They officially cannot do it. Look at the army difference. This is absolutely terrible right now. My only question is if the LS just gonna do an all-out charge, or they will still try to play smart. El Spotty getting killed off by the general Garios in the beginning of the battle. This is absolutely tragedy, the end losing the general in the beginning. It means that the army of the El Spotty will move forward without the brain, without the strategic awareness, and they will just kill themselves to those fians of LSRS. Panrigas trying to find some kills on the mountain, but we can see the Fian champions green kills, which means that LSRS are absolutely dominating this battle on the first round. Killing the general was a great stuff to do, and now the LS are trying to do the same to other generals. The N is trying to defend themselves on the mountain, and let's see how well they can do. We can actually even see DRS using the Asrai Mameluke heavy cavalry to outflank the Fians. The Fians are trying to evacuate from this position, but there is nowhere to run away. They are running to the next, even worse place, from the one Asrai stack to the two Fian champion stack. The mountain is getting absolutely destroyed by the arrows. Arrows are flying from the sky and they are filling up and hiding the sun. LS only with another kill into the champion. Fian's champions though killing a lot of players, an absolute massacre. I don't know what to say anymore. DN was trying to fight against two stacks of the Battanian Fian champions, but they were not able to do so. Flops killing only. Still generals are trying to fight for their lives. They are trying to fight for their glory, for their respect, and they are really trying. Panrigas killing Flops, Sarli killing Oleg, and I think this is over. I don't think we have any general from the DN alive. This is a complete massacre. 8, 4, 10, 14, 12 troops left from the DN. It will probably be 2 more rounds though, but this will be the rounds when we're gonna see a slaughterhouse in the hills. 49 guys lost from the LSRS alliance, which is 15 Fian champions. 15 Fian champions also lost by the Sachet, but he still has 8 to lose, so he may lost a little bit more. Overall, the end losing 116 troops. Also important to notice that Slender lost 2 Banner Knights, so another very expensive units. Oleg killed off in the beginning, and this is an absolute massacre. Yes, just leave the battle. Watch out. I don't need to watch out for anything. I am clanless, so I don't need to watch out for anything outside. I'm gonna finish the battle. I do not like to leave before the finish, so we're gonna finish this very quickly, and after that my voice needs to rest. I don't think I will cast more battles because I can't really speak anymore. I can feel like I am on the edge. 5 hours of the stream right now. By the way, guys from the YouTube that are watching this video, because it will be on the YouTube channel, leave a subscribe and like if you are watching this, and guys from the Twitch, you can follow my channel if you didn't click the follow button yet. It will help me greatly, and yeah, I will be very thankful for that. It is 4 big PvP outside of this battle. It is insane PvP day to day. Yes, it is. I was trying to follow as much as I could, but sadly I was trapped for 2 hours by the DP and RR guys. But I still catch some of them. Russoid getting killed on El Spotty, and yeah. The last round is beginning right now. Flops and Slender and El Spotty spawning with like 3, 4, 5 troops. They will get quickly annihilated by the arrows from the Fian champions. How many Fians lost? Such at 17. Overall 17 to 15, but 2 more Banner Knights are lost by the Slender, so there is a lot of losses. We can see players without the horses only versus El Spotty. But El Spotty is getting reinforced and killed off by the General Garios here. And yeah, there is nothing else to say, pretty much. The battle is over. Flops is also getting killed off by the Russoid, and Yeah, just random units running around the map. We can see one general stall, slender, but he's running into the fians, into the Falksmen, and those Falksmen are actually missing the attack, so he's very lucky to be alive. He is killing Panerigas in the meantime with the lucky javelin or skillful javelin throw, but look at these arrows, man. He is getting killed off by those for sure. The battle is over. GG, well played for the both sides. Both sides were fighting well, but the LSRS is gaining a victory.